Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season. Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. They'll be led out by a Heisman runner-up during his college days. It's the versatile Jalen Hurts.
And coming off of an early season open week. And in this situation, what he told us when we sat down with him was he spent a lot of time working on fundamentals, kind of getting back to basics during that time, as opposed to having to worry about healing up or resting up. It was too early in the season. Get back to the basics, get his game going again.
They'll start on the ground with Pierce. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down. Throwing is Hurts. Incomplete.
Well, he certainly didn't like what he saw from the coverage on his primary reads, and he didn't even have any luck trying to get back to his safety valve. Give defensive credit. Coverage was in lockdown mode everywhere.
Hurts. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. On fourth down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. Taking it about the 36. That'll go as a punt of 42, 7 on the return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. They will be led out by the 6-foot lefty from Alabama. It's Tua Tagovailoa.
And you'd think as a young QB there'd be some nerves leading an offense out to start a game, but haven't seen any sign of them right now. And speaking with him earlier this week, sensed that the pressure wouldn't get to him. He feels comfortable being the face of this offense and shouldering the expectations on game day, even if he doesn't quite have the years of experience other quarterbacks do.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that will bring up second down. First carry now for the former Badger, Jonathan Taylor. And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3. From midfield, here's Tua. And that will be incomplete. On fourth down, here's Jamie Gillen on to punt. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their second drive. And they had lost 2 in a row prior to getting the open week last weekend, so potentially a chance for them to get away for a bit, keel up, and come back strong.
That's what the hope is anyway, because you're going to find out now with your team, are you still focused on being the best you can be for the rest of the season with the things going the way they have earlier this year?
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Hurts. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 12 yards there and a first down. He missed on his first 3 passes, was 0 for 3. Now gets a connection. Maybe that'll get him going.
Yeah, it wasn't a time for panic, but there was some concern because once you start in a certain pattern, you're wondering, can you get out of it? And that flips the other way, too, when you're throwing it really well. In this case, now he's got his first completion. They think he might be off to the races.
Hurts. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. On second down, here's Pierce. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. Chase Young in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. I was waiting for them to get there first because the momentum they carried from last week, unbelievable. They had a snowman, 8 sacks.
You were surprised that it took this long, and this isn't that long, truthfully. But here's the thing. If you've seen that on tape, your offensive line is going to have to ask for help. Tight end has to stay in. If you use a fullback, keep him in. Make sure you have extra people to try and keep your quarterback upright. Didn't work on that play.
Here's J.K. Scott set to do the punting honors. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. Fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 15-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their second drive. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
On second down, it's Taylor. He's got room past the 30, and he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
That outside handoff to the left, that play has to warm the heart of an offensive line coach because they controlled the left side where they were supposed to. They didn't allow anything to leak from the backside on the right side of the offensive line either. Well played.
Yeah, and it created a big run. Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. Finding Knox there, complete. Throwing again on second down. Tua to the sideline, and wow, what a catch there. He doesn't get a lot, but he was able to get the feet down, complete. Out of the gun on 3rd down, here's Tua. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. The Steelers at 5-1 here in this early part of the season. And they coming on a pretty good roll here. Winners of 3 straight.
And I thought they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Now Tua works right side into the hands of the tight end, Knox. Tua to throw again. And that is incomplete. Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down. Looking to pass. Tua. He'll get this off to Taylor. And he's going to be stopped here at the 43, and that is not near enough to pick up the first. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
How about that strategy there, Brandon? 3rd down, they just said, we've got faith in our tacklers. We'll give you the short stuff, and just decided to protect the sticks. So every time I hear fans telling me tackling's not a part of the game anymore, plays like that, I can clip and save and show them you have to tackle well if you want to be a good defense.
And this is good. He was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it. Charles, even as long field goals become more and more common, this is still very rarefied air. Only just over 20 field goals have been kicked from 60 yards or further, and you can add his name to the list now.
And as calm as he tried to present himself, there's no doubt there were some nerves as he lined up to attempt that kick. But once the ball was snapped, he just swept the leg and boom, over the crossbar.
On the ground, it's Pierce to begin the drive. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. This defense for the Steelers, they were very good in the victory a week ago over Cincinnati.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. They go backwards there 2 yards, and 2nd and 1 is now 3rd and 3.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. They go play action with Hurts. On the right Inside open is Gesicki. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. It's a 9-yard gain, and it'll keep the drive moving. That right there, career catch number 541, and that's significant because it ties him with Hall of Famer Kellen Winslow, who also obviously played the tight end position.
Yeah, and helped revolutionize it when he was in San Diego. But how about what we're seeing right here? You talk about 541 catches at the tight end position. You talk about lofty territory, rare air. He has a lot to be proud of in his career.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. And Shark calls it in. And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
That is the exact right play call against that defense. So a hat tip to the offensive play caller because he won that part of the chess match. But give credit to his players as well. They won the execution part of it.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And that's good for a gain of 6. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Here's Hurts to throw. That'll be dumped off to Gainwell. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. From the gun, it's Hurts. And it's caught. Touchdown. DJ Chark, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Diablos are able to answer the early 3 points and take a first-quarter lead. Well, on that connection, it looked like they maybe had some pre-play communication. Maybe one of them noticed an area that was open in the defense to get the pass to.
When you put the time in, sometimes you have that great silent communication that you just noticed right there because the best quarterback-receiver combos in the NFL, they know how to make those adjustments at the line of scrimmage when they see something pre-play, and they got it done there.
Elliott good with a PAT, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Fields it right around the goal line. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. The Steelers ready to take over on offense. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now, the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 41 yards rushing for him now on just his first 3 carries. Jonathan Taylor, like most guys from Wisconsin, he's not one to shy away from contact. He proved it right there. After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Second quarter now, it's Brooklyn in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Oh, the option to give to Taylor here. And he's got this one just across midfield to the 49. A good run, got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. Tua going to throw. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. Tagovailoa going to try and throw on 3rd down. And that is incomplete.
I see him catch a few passes out of the backfield in the first half. Unable to connect on that one.
Certainly seems like getting him the ball out of the passing game, though, is part of their game plan.
It certainly is because he catches it well. creates a mismatch. You're going to cover him with a linebacker, a corner, a safety. They feel like he can win every battle.
Jalen Hurts in this offense trotting back out. 5 for 5 that last drive. Touchdown pass as well. He was clicking. Receivers, I don't want to be cliche, but running really solid routes too.
And what I love about it is when you look across any team, all right, the body types of the receivers are usually different. The way that they get open, different as well. Some of them use power to get open. Some of them use those head fakes and subtle moves. Some of them just use pure speed. And the really good ones, when they're established, they know how to push off at the end of a route too.
I don't know what this says about me, but I love successful runs up the middle when the blocking is so well executed like that.
And it doesn't matter whether it's zone blocking, whether it's a power scheme. When you have a blocker on a defender, and then the running back can read it, find the proper hole, and just go.
And the ball is knocked out, and it's picked up by the Steelers. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line. Obviously, you got to hold on to the football, but I've got to give credit to the defense there. Good job of knocking it free.
Yeah, because a lot of the time we just blame the offensive players for not taking care of it. How about the effort of the defensive players knowing that guys are going to, and if they're good, anticipate the contact coming and try and cover up the football. And they still find ways to knock it free.
Following the fumble recovery, here's Tua. He'll drop this down to Taylor, and he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. Now it looks like we're going to get a stoppage here. An injured Steeler on that last play. Well, hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. To throw again on second down. Tua, he's got the connection to Moore. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Up the middle, here's Taylor. Dexter Lawrence that time in on the stop. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Tua sets up to pass it. The hook up on the right side to Hopkins. And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
Even against double coverage, he found enough of an opening for a noticeable gain. 2 guys on him, yet he finds a way to uncover downfield for the completion.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. To the right side, and he's got more complete. And the Steelers are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
They'll run here with Taylor. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Off of play action. Tagovailoa. Got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Steelers are able to move back in front. That's just how they drew it up, CD. His first read was there, got it to him quickly, and into the end zone.
Absolutely excellent execution by all involved. And the coordinator, got to give him credit, found the perfect play call. Quarterback let it fly as soon as the target came free, and his guy...
And we remember, of course, all scoring plays need to be verified upstairs. I think they're going to at least take a look at this. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How's the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead is now 10-7. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And it ends with the Steelers finding the end zone. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Out is Mexico City now to go on offense. And they are a game under 500 now following the loss a week ago. And this is a team, Charles, that just has not been able to string victories together.
Yeah, they're certainly going the wrong way, aren't they? Because it looked like they had things pointing in the right direction, but now they've lost 2 straight. And that means this game is vital, extremely important, because if they fall 2 games below 500, the road back into playoff contention, awfully difficult.
Back to Gainwell here on second down. And he'll get about 3 up past the 25. This offense so far on third down, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. The open man is Shark. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
Did you see that route the way that I did? I thought he was trying to get deep.
Yeah, that
first.
wasn't the first option.
No, it came off of that guy, the deep guy, and came underneath on the drag, completed it very well.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Hurts. That's once again complete to Chark. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
1st and 10, it's Pierce. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on their early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Off the play fake, here's Hurts. Throw left side here, complete to the tight end, Gesicki. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. Throwing is Hurts. That one complete. He finds Shark. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
Yeah, they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. Back to the ground with Pierce. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. And they'll go right back to Pierce. 7 yards there and a first down.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. There's a screen with Gainwell. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. Pierce takes it straight ahead. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. That play gets them 6 yards and sets them up with a 1st and goal.
That solid gainer will put them on the doorstep of the end zone. More importantly, it gives them a fresh set of downs. Nice work right there.
They'll run here with Pierce. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. Two minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score. Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. Hurts sets up to throw it. Setting up the screen with Gainwell. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. The kick by Elliott is good, and that will knot us up at 10. That will go down as a 15-play drive, and it results in 3 points. So some disappointment?
It's funny. We had our conference before the game with the offensive coordinator. And what did he tell us? I just want every drive to end in a kick, right? An extra point, a punt, or a field goal. Well, in this case, I think it is a little bit of a disappointment because it did end in a kick, but that type of a drive should end in the end zone.
The Steeler offense set to regain possession. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
It looks like a 12-yard loss there on the 1st down sack. Throwing on 2nd and long. Tua. That's going to be complete on the sideline, but, that throw left him no room to run, and the good footwork nearly all for naught. On 3rd down, here's Taylor. And he's going to be taken down right at about the 15-yard line. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. Jamie Gillen now on to punt. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And a fair catch taken here right at about the 40-yard line. A 40-yard punt, no return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. One final go for this offense here in this first half. And with great starting field position and a couple of timeouts at their disposal, they'll certainly have the green light here. And he will find his man on the outside. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Swings this one out wide for Pierce. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. They'll throw on 1st down with Hurts. Oh, wide open, complete. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. And it's caught. Touchdown. DJ Chark in the final seconds of the first half. And the Diablos have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. He was on point throwing the ball right there. He had the big play to get him down close, and then he delivers a touchdown pass on 1st and goal.
And you mentioned the big play that got them down close. I think that big play left them reeling a little bit. They didn't recover from it. And you know, they always talk about having to have a short memory on defense after a big play against you. Looks like their memory was a little too long there.
Elliott good on the extra point, and that makes it a 17-10 score. So 6 seconds, all that remains of this first half as the kick is away. Taken in at the 3. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The final second ticks by, and that's going to do it for the first half of play. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. The second half upon us sooner than we bargained for. Week 7, second half. Let's do it. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And able to get this out to the 25. And the Steeler offense ready to get going here in this third quarter. But, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. It's been turned down. They want to see if they're ready to answer.
2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target, and he's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. Now Tua. They'll set up the screen to Taylor. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down.
Well, Brandon, we could see that play developing, and they were hoping that he was going to be able to put a move on the first guy and turn it into a big play. But no such luck. The speed on defense continues to get better and better in the NFL. Pretty nice example there of those guys being able to run from their assignments and finish off that play.
And great special teams work here. This is knocking on the door of the 5. They'll spot it at the 6-yard line.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. On 2nd and 7. Hurts on the slant. And now a fumble. The ball's out. And fortunately, he's able to get this one back, so it is a first down. And defensively, maybe an opportunity miss there.
No doubt about it. When that ball's out, all you're thinking about as a defender is, this is our chance to make a huge play. Instead, he's able to recover his own fumble. And big sigh of relief, huh?
Yeah, usually those wide receiver fumbles, there's open space around for the defense, but not there. He hops right back on it. So the false start will back them up 5.
False start, offense.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. The false start backs them up 5. 1st and 15. Straight ahead, it's Gainwell. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Here's Hurts to throw. He's got his man. It's Pierce. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Well, that was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? Second and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
Pierce now up the middle. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. From the 44, Hurts. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. They go play action with Hurts. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Gets the dump off to Pierce. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. They'll break the huddle and come up on the 9th play of this drive, needing 5 yards on 3rd down. They'll look to throw again. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
At first glance, I thought he just used his size in order to win the route, but he also had a little subtle move in there as well. Made the defender think he was going one direction and was able to track the ball in another.
Pierce gets this one running right. 50 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. Back to throw here. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down. From the gun, it's Hurts. Shark's got it left side. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defensive side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. They're able to get a little more rest over on the sidelines while this one continues downfield.
Give to Pierce. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. And give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. On 2nd down, Gainwell looking for space. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. Flush to his right. And he'll just throw this one over the way of the security crew. Incomplete here. They'll try and run for it. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th. There wasn't even thought of a short field goal. There was no hesitation. They were going for it.
I think he was thinking ahead a couple plays ago, that if he got in this situation, they were definitely going for it. And you're right. It was a confident call and a decisive run to pick it up.
Here's Pierce. We'll get about halfway there as he takes this from the 4 down to the 2. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Jesse Bates. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. 20, 10, 5, and he brings this one back. It's a pick six for a Steeler touchdown. And no surprise to see that one, partner. The league's #1 defense coming through with a huge pick six.
And it's plays like that one that have made them the most feared group to face this year. Offenses, they're trying to figure out how to work around them rather than work through them. Big-time impact playmakers scattered throughout the unit on every level, and they can change a game at a moment's notice.
Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that will level the playing field at 17 all. The score. All even to this point as the kick's away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. The last time, everything looked pretty good except that final play on the pick six. And now they've got to come right back out here, Charles, and try to pick up the pieces and get things going again.
Yeah, it certainly seems dire, doesn't it? But there is a silver lining, and it is hard to see so soon after that touchdown.
And he fires one that's intercepted. And the Steelers are going to take possession of the football. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them. And they took advantage of it there, got a nice interception, and set up their offense in great shape.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. They give to Taylor out of the gun. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. 2nd down, another run with Taylor. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Moore. And the Steelers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
And that could be one of those turning point plays in a ball game. A field goal gets you the lead here, but they want to make a statement and get 6 points. And they're certainly going to get that opportunity as they get the conversion and set up 1st and goal.
On the ground with a tight end. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Back now just east of Manhattan in Brooklyn. 2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
Offense.
A crucial penalty there as the hold backs him up for another 2nd and goal. Tua sets up to pass it. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. It's a big loss of 5 there on 2nd down to bring up 3rd and goal.
2nd goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. Had to eat it and ended up on the ground.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. They'll try and run, Taylor, and they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. That'll back them up 2 yards and also bring up 4th. Have to kick this field goal, don't you?
No question about it. Look at the clock. Look at the situation. Kick the field goal.
Bit of a pressure spot here for Tyler Bass. This to break our 4th quarter tie. The kick by Bass is good. And with that, they take the lead here 20-17. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. Out is Mexico City now to go on offense. And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this fourth quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ball game. That's complete to Pierce. And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? A bit of a jump there, CD. He breaks the line, and that'll be 5 yards.
And you've got to stay more disciplined than that, Brandon. That's just a free gift to the offense.
So after the penalty, now they need just a yard on second down. Now a handoff. Coming left is Gainwell. And down he'll go at the 25. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Now a handoff for Pierce. Takes it to the 26, just a 1-yard gain.
Holding offense.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Hurts. And that'll be dumped off to Gainwell. And he is going to lose yardage here. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long. It looked like the defense, they were ready for that one.
Really left him almost no room to work after catching the ball. He could throw every move in the book at him. They were there, and they tackled him for a loss.
On 2nd and a long way to go. Hurts. He'll check this one down to Gainwell. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. Multiple players getting home for the 1-yard sack. 3rd and long, you knew that he was going to throw it. He just couldn't find anybody to throw it to.
Yeah, and it shouldn't have been a surprise, but that was perfect execution of their nickel defense. That 5th defensive back, the extra defender, he really tightened up things downfield in coverage, and they were able to get to him in the pocket.
Here's J.K. Scott now as he's on here to punt it away. No, a nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle him.
A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. So good field position for the Steelers as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Running straight ahead, Taylor. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. On 2nd and 11 now. Tua. It's Knox, the tight end, making the catch. And it will be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense in every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
1st and 10, Taylor now. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. Going to be caught here left side, Moore. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
These guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the 4th quarter.
here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. Works right side into the hands of the tight end, Knox. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. From the 17, Tua. Toward the sideline, and he will have the first down as he was able to keep the feet in bounds. And again, it's Tagovailoa. He'll find his man. That's Taylor again. And in for the Steelers touchdown. Jonathan Taylor, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Steelers are able to build on to their fourth-quarter lead. And that's certainly going to bump up the old win probability index because now it's a two-score game here in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, you're taking me into that deep water now. Win probability index. This game's definitely not over. We're not looking at a 0.5% or something. It's just 2 scores. But the way that this team is playing, to me, what I've seen, they absolutely deserve to win this game. They've been the better team by far throughout.
Extra point by Bass, up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. So that drives 7 plays in length. And it was all finished off by the Jonathan Taylor touchdown catch. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. Out is Mexico City now to go on offense. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. They start the drive here with Gainwell. And a loose football. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. And a little careless there, Charles, on that carry.
And it's not just having 2 hands on the ball. It's tucking it away. It's using your body to keep people shielded off. It's so many different things into taking care of it and having ball security. In that case, though, we didn't see it happen.
So here are the Steelers to take over on offense. They're on a 3-game winning streak, and right now looking good in this one as well. Following the fumble recovery, here's Tua. Oh, no, he lost the football. And fortunately, he's able to reel it back in, but it's going to go down as a big loss here on the play. So they keep the football, but now face 2nd and long. Another try after the first down sack. Tua. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. He'll drop this down to Taylor. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
And that is no good. He hit it well from distance, but he couldn't work it back in. And the lead will hold at 10. Now, Charles, all things considered, I guess that's not a critical miss at this stage, is it?
No, but still everything helps when you're trying to finish off a ball game. And you're right, not critical in terms of the scoreboard and the team. But the guy with the golden foot, he knows he's only as good as his last kick.
Good starting field position for him as they come up 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 48. Hurts sets up to throw it. A throw left side, hauled in by Hamler. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Hurts.
And he still doesn't have a catch. We're into the second half. I think it's a little bit of a surprise to me, but that was one he should have caught.
Absolutely. That was his best opportunity right there. He dropped it. And able to find Gesicki as tight end. And they'll work this down inside the 30. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. And a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified, big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line. And now a pass dumped off to his running back. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. First down now, but that clock rolling. Escaping. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Counting down toward a minute to go in this football game. Now a dump off here complete. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also third down. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag coming in. This could be a first down.
Defense.
Trying to defend the out route there, got the PI call.
And you know what's difficult about that one is sometimes you want to make the undercut move and go for the football, and other times just want to hang on the...
And this is caught for a touchdown. So hang on now. Things just got a little bit more interesting here in the final minute. Elliott good with a PAT. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And it's Hollywood Marquise Brown who finishes it off with the touchdown. So with just under 40 seconds to go, you figure this is going to need to bounce their way if they have any shot. And it's the Steelers that come up with it. And that should just about do it. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Up the middle, here's Taylor. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this fourth quarter. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. Off the option, here's Taylor. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Now Tagovailoa. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down. The kick by Bass is good. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments, prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively.
That's interference. Defense.
So the defense helping him out a little bit here late in the fourth.
Man, you're exactly right. And when you're the one doing the chasing, you'll take a little help from the other guys, won't you?
Well, he forces one there. It's a potential dagger as it's intercepted. And the Steelers are going to hang on the final play. They get the turnover to see.